Here's how to count cards in Double Deck. First thing you want to do is get 2 decks of cards, shuffle them up, and combine them. Next, you're going to take those 2 decks and combine them into 4 26 card piles. Then, one at a time, take each of these piles and put them into a discard tray. Take a picture of them and remember what each one looks like. We're going to use these for our deck estimation. We're going to label these as half a deck, a full deck, 1.5 decks, and 2 decks. Remember, the true count is the running count divided by the amount of decks remaining. So if there's a half a deck in the discard tray, that means there are 1.5 decks left. If the running count is a +6, we're going to take 6 divided by the amount of decks remaining, which is 1.5. So 6 divided by 1.5 is a true count of +4. Now let's say there's 1 deck in the discard tray. If the count is still +6, you're going to take 6 divided by 1, which is a true count of +6. And finally, if there's 1.5 decks in the discard tray, you're going to take that same 6 divided by 0.5, which is a true count of +12. Now that is a really high count. Now you realize that the deeper they deal into the shoe, the higher of a true count you're going to get. That's why it's so important to find a dealer that cuts deep into the shoe. A dealer that cuts off only a half a deck is worth a lot more than a dealer that cuts off a full deck. Let's do a few practice drills. Let's say the running count is a +3 and there's a half a deck in the discard tray. What is the true count? The answer is a +2. Remember, you take 3 and divide it by 1.5, which is a true +2. Now you're on your own. Let me know the answer in the comments. Here's the last one. Let me know the answers in the comments, and I hope you learned something useful. If you want to learn how to turn card counting into a full-time business, DM me the word blackjack. We'll discuss your goals, your bankroll, and a plan to get you to $10,000 a month.